All right, No Filter MMA family. Of course, this will be your boy BJ back with another video short. First and foremost, I want to give a shout out to my boy FFV MMA, FFJ MMA. So go follow Mr. FFJ MMA on Twitter, guys. He echoes something that I said a couple of weeks ago, and I put it out here that, you know, when it comes to who is a serious threat, other than your Derek Lewis's and your Stipe Miocic and your Francis Ngannou's, when you're talking about the best heavyweights in the UFC, you got to put Alexander Volkov in that conversation, man. I don't understand why at this point he's not in that conversation. I mean, look at his accolades: former Bellator champion, former Bellator heavyweight Grand Prix champion. Like, I mean, this guy's striking skill set is some of the best I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? Like, for a heavyweight to be able to put that kind of output in a fight and to move the way that Alexander Volkov moves, man, you know what I'm saying? I mean, this guy's what, top 5 ranked now? You know what I'm saying? Alexander Volkov is a mean streak. He's a mean fighter at 100, I'm about to say 100 something pounds. At heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the way this guy throws those, the way he throws his teep kicks, the way he throws kicks, the way he throws straight shots down the pipe, man. Like, I mean, nobody's jabbing, nobody's 1-2ing at heavyweight like Alexander Volkov. And arguably Stipe Miocic is the best striker. And even Stipe's striking, I would say, is not as good as Alexander Volkov's. Stipe is good. His striking is very good, don't get me wrong. But what I see from Alexander Volkov is just way more like a technique, more like a Muay Thai style, versus Stipe is more like a kickboxing / boxing style. When you get to Alexander Volkov, you got Muay Thai and kickboxing like blended into one person, man. Literally blended into one person. And I mean, when this guy gets to throwing punches, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when this guy gets to striking at range, there's not many people that can contend with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's not many people that can compete with Alexander Volkov, you know, standing straight up. You know, it's going to be hard for these guys to whoever he does fight, it's going to be hard for him to keep up with the striking. He's fighting Cyril Gane next. Listen, Cyril Gane has got his hands full with Alexander Volkov. Now, Volkov took those losses to Derek Lewis and Curtis Blades. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he took those losses. I mean, but look at how he lost. Let's explore those losses. Curtis Blades took him down, one of the best wrestlers in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally one of the best wrestlers across any division. Curtis Blades stands at the heap of that. You know what I'm saying? And then look what he did to Derek Lewis for the whole entire fight until the very last second when Derek Lewis finally knocked him out. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had Derek Lewis, as much as Derek Lewis likes to play possum, etc., Alexander Volkov had Derek Lewis hurt in that fight. And it was very obvious that he had him hurt. You know what I'm saying? So if Cyril Gane is going to try and stand and trade with Alexander Volkov, he's going to be in a world of trouble. Like, I mean, this guy, I mean, and I noticed it. My eyes started on Volkov when he first came into the UFC, only because he was so big and so tall. Like, I was like, man, this guy he can't be another Stefan Struve. Like, he just can't be another Stefan Struve. Like, there's no way. You know what I'm saying? And Volkov is definitely not a Stefan Struve, man. This guy is a damn beast. And then when I remember that moment that when I first was watching his first fight in the UFC, I was like, that's the guy from Bellator. That's the guy from Bellator. He finally made it to the UFC. That was my thoughts. Like, that's the damn champ. That's back when I wasn't that good. You know, I wasn't that well versed in Bellator, which I am now. I must pat myself on the back for that. But you know, that was when I wasn't too familiar with Bellator. When I was watching Bellator every now and then, I'm like, wait, that's the dude from Bellator. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the champion from Bellator. What the hell is going on? But anyway, I'm telling you, man. And who I think that, and I was saying that if John Jones wanted to get like a warm-up fight, not saying that it would be a warm-up fight, but if he didn't want to fight for the belt right away, a good fight for him would be Alexander Volkanovski. Alexander Volkov, because me seeing John Jones outstrike Volkov, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Like, absolutely not. No, I don't see that at all. And also, people were saying, I think that's a great fight unless John Jones comes out here like Curtis Blades. Then it gets dangerous for Volkov as far as John Jones who's in his wrestling. But striker John Jones, nah, I don't see him outstriking Alexander Volkov. I also think that one of the most dangerous matchups other than Stipe for Francis Ngannou is Alexander Volkov, only because Volkov is so good at avoiding getting hit. Go watch his fights, man. He's so good at not getting hit, but he does get hit, but he's so good at not getting hit and then landing his own strikes. Like, his speed and his footwork is so good at heavyweight. Like, Volkov has some of the best speed, the best accuracy as far as his strikes, and the best footwork in the division, man. I mean, this guy, I'm telling you, his striking accolades are very high. Very, very, very high. So, I mean, if the MMA community is not paying attention to Alexander Volkov, you guys really need to, because this guy is the truth. And I do believe that he can go out here and beat. I think he could go out here and beat Francis. I think he could beat somebody calling me. I think he could beat Francis. I think he could beat, if he fought Derek Lewis again, I think he would beat Derek Lewis. I just feel like there's a lot of potential here with Alexander Volkov that's really going unrecognized, guys. So let me know what you guys think about Alexander Volkov being the dark horse at heavyweight. This is your boy BJ, back from No Filter MMA. Drop those comments in the comment section. Hit that like, hit that dislike button. If you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and I'm out.